It must be a full moon if Wes is dropping rap lyrics right now. Wes, we've been at it way before the fame. Look that one up. Let's get to our Twitter action for the night. Glenn tweets, "I'm surprised the Jazz actually beat someone good." You know what, Glenn? I'm not surprised. It's like each night you don't know which Jazz team will actually show up to play. Teams you expect them to beat, they don't. And then some powerhouse squad rolls into town and the Jazz play with some real passion and energy and bring out the upset. So should we be surprised by the Jazz anymore? I think they're just too unpredictable to be surprising. Now, if you want to get on the show, it's easy. Send a tweet to @RSL4Utah. We'll throw you up on the screen. Bill and Wes, what's your take on the Jazz beating good teams?
They haven't done it.
Yeah, despite all the music talk, our loyal viewers are asking about BYU basketball. So here's the question. Clint tweets, does Kyle Collinsworth have an NBA future after resetting the NCAA trip dubs record? Guys, what's your take? Does Big Russia have an NBA future? And I think it all depends on what happens in the future. I really think it depends on the fans. If he can build that love fest that Jimmer did, he might have a shot. From basketball back to the gridiron. Now, we know Chuckie KEETON will have another year of eligibility after having 2 seasons ended by injury. So Rich tweets, who ends up starting at QB for the Aggies now that Chuckie will be back? Wes, Bill, what do you think of that QB situation brewing up in Logan?
They always say.
All right, I think it'll be an interesting situation. It's much like what we're going to see at Ohio State. I don't think anybody has a leg up in Logan, but I do think there's some caution when it comes to Chuckie giving his health concerns. Now, somebody named Dana Green, is it? He's our sport. You said he's our sports. Oh, okay.
Whatever.
He works here. R.I.P. Billy Casper and Dean Smith. Guys, we lost 2 legends on back-to-back days. Any way to sum up their impact and the legacy both leave behind?
I'll let you
I got all that in a bag of chips.
Wow.
I've reverted back to the 90s.
1997?
It is.
What is the roof?
All right. We're playing Pick'em. It's as simple as it sounds. I ask a question, and you pick the answer from the 2 options. First one on deck. What do the Jazz do before the deadline? Make a trade or stand pat?
Stand pat.
Can you believe we all agree? It seems like the team finally has some chemistry, finally starting to trust one another. I wouldn't rock the boat right now. On to another set of risky player moves of sorts. Who plays more games in 2015? Taysom Hill or Chuckie KEETON?
Wow.
I hate to say it and put that negative energy out into the world, but bad things happen in threes, and Chuckie's had 2 season-ending injuries, so I'm going to go with Taysom playing more games as well. And speaking of numbers, what formation should the U.S. men's national team use? This is an interesting one. The 3-5-2 or 4-4-2?
I want to hear.
All right, Bill, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do know this. If you want more Americans to watch soccer, we need the 3-5-2 formation. It's more exciting, and that's the big complaint from people, that soccer is so boring. So let's spice it up a little bit. We'll wrap things up with our worst of the week. What was worse? And this is a tough one. The Seahawks' decision to throw. I just wish this one would go away. Or that Nationwide ad. Oh. Here's my take on it. Okay, so Pete Carroll is one guy who made one bad decision. That Nationwide ad went through clearance after clearance. How many guys sat in a meeting and said, oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the one for the Super Bowl. Let's do it. I mean, you got one guy versus a group of guys. Which is worse? Both pretty bad. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye to Tyler. I got the chance to work
Are you our
with
new
Tyler.
producer?
No, I'm not that talented. But I got the chance to work with Tyler when he was a news photographer way back when, and then I lost him once to sports. Now I'm losing him again as he goes to RSL. So I don't know if I can take this. Like it's like he's breaking up with me twice now, Tyler. I'm taking it personally.
See, I'm lucky because I do work for RSL as well. So I'll still get to see Tyler on a pretty regular basis and do some stuff.
Bill.
Yes. That's why I'm not getting too teary-eyed here, because I still get to bust his chops on a regular basis. But in all seriousness, he's counting us down in our ear. We'll go as long as we want, Gibbons.
Right.
We're heaping praise on you, okay?
Yeah,
thanks for all you've done. He is fantastic, and you'll be able to see him at RealSaltLake.com and a bunch of other places. He's awesome.
One of the most talented kids I've ever worked with.
Thank you, Tyler.
It's been a pleasure, Tyler. All right, big week coming up, Utah. Games.
Utah's got Stanford on Thursday and Cal next Sunday night.
Rankings come out tomorrow. We'll see where they go. Probably move up to 10, 11 maybe in the rankings.
Maybe.
We'll see. And we'll see you back here next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.